In this lecture, I'll give you some tips on reading notes, but you need to practice other than this course to improve your sight reading. So this course only is not enough, of course. So first tip is identifying if the note is on a space or line. With this, it will be easier to identify if it's a step up or down. So let's talk about intervals. If you find yourself a reference note, let's look at this example. In this example, our note is B. I see that it's on line and the note next to it is just a step up and it's on a space. So what comes after B? It's C. It's just next to it on the staff as well as on the piano. What if both were on adjacent lines or spaces, like both of the notes are on the line or both of the notes are on spaces? Then it's called a skip. First you need to find the direction. Is it going up or down? In this case, it is down. Both notes are in adjacent spaces, so I say this is a skip down, and if I know one of the notes here, it will be easier for me to play the other note without thinking too much. Here the first note is E, and since it's a skip down, I should skip one note and go down from E. So it should be E, D, I skip D, and C. The second note is C. Let's draw with treble clef here and identify the notes on spaces. On the second line, we will identify the notes on lines. Let's put all these together. I will erase here and put all the notes on the staff here, side by side. So C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Let's do a second exercise. Here I put the notes in groups of twos. I write the first note. You should decide if it's a step up or down first, then tell me which note is this. Some other tips are memorizing some reference notes. For treble clef, it should be G, middle C, or high C. From those, you can figure out the notes by checking step ups and downs. For bass clef, it's again middle C, because it's the same with treble clef, hence easy to memorize, and F, which we start drawing the clef from, so it's always there, and we can check if we forget about F. We just need to check which line does the bass clef start, then there is F. Now I have two exercises on, one with treble clef, one with bass clef. We will first clap the rhythm, then try to read the notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So this was the first one. Let me count 1 and 2 and from the beginning. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 Now the second one has the same rhythm, so I want to clap this one too. So let's read the notes for the first exercise. So it's E, E. They're on the first line and they look the same, so they are E. And then I see that it just goes one up, so it's step up. Therefore it's F. And again, I'm on the second line, so it's a step up. Then it's G. So it's E, E, F, G. And when I look at the second measure, I see that it's still on the second line, so I should play the same note. It's G. Then I'm going down, so step downs from G. So it starts with G, then F, E, D. Then we remember this note. This is middle C, so it's C, C, a step up, D, again a step up, E. And for the last measure, I see that it's still E, it's in the same line. Then I go down, but it's a step down, so what comes before E? It's D, and again one more D. So for the second one, the notes are the same until the end of the measure, end of the line, sorry, the last measure is different only. So E, E, F, G, second measure, G, F, E, D, third measure, C, C, D, E, and lastly, from E, this time, it's not still on E, it's a step down. I see that it's on a space, so that's D, and we know this note. It's C and C again. So for the bass clef, let's try to clap this. I have whole notes in the first two measures. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then on the third measure, I have a half note. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's look at the notes here. In the first measure, I see that there are two whole notes, but they are like horizontally parallel to each other. And let's try to find the notes. So our reference note for bass clef was F, so I need to check if F is on the fourth line. The note above is G. It's just a step up, so my first note is G. Let's try to find the other one. Since this is F, I go down E, D, and C. So for here, I need to play C and G at the same time, and I need to hold them for 4 beats, okay? And the second one, again, I need to hold 2 keys at the same time. And the first one is G again, because I check it's on the fourth space, so it's the same with the previous one, it's G. And the second note here, again, I compare with the first measure. The first one was C over here, so it's just a step down from C. So this is B. Let's look at the third measure. It's again 2 notes at the same time, but this time it's a whole note, so I need to hold it for 2 beats. And it's one above my reference note and one below my reference note. So it's one above, it's G from F, and E. So it's E and G at the same time. Then I check the first quarter note here, and the third beat here is step down from E, which is D, and then step down again, C. And my last note here, it's one above my reference note, which was F, so one above is G.